I love tournament fishing because of the thrill of catching big bass. Even after all that I've accomplished over the last 20 years, being a Bassmaster elite angler means so much to me. The whole goal is to win the Bassmaster Classic and finish my family's legacy. Winning the Bassmaster Classic is the pinnacle in our sport. Everyone dreams about it, but very few have the opportunity to actually win it.
Woo! Yeah!
I'm so excited about this game, fully endorsed by Bassmaster, and a game that I helped design that allows you to win the Classic. I know I can win, but do you have what it takes? Bassmaster 2022, coming soon.
Rated E for everyone. Hi there, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is the obviously our Bassmaster Fishing 2022 announced stream. I'm here with Des and Darren. Guys, can you hear me? It should all be working fine, hopefully. I'm just checking the chat, making sure that there's no audio issues.
Can hear you.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, thank you all for coming by. And obviously, we had a sneak trailer there where we're taking a look at Scott Martin, who's going to be in our game, and a little bit of a early peek to some of the gameplay that the team have been working on. But we're really excited to finally be able to talk to everybody about what we've been up to, because it feels like we've been keeping this under wraps for ages now.
I can remember our first stream in early Jan, Tom, and we made our way through it somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
With this big secret.
Keeping it under wraps, but here we are. Cool. So yeah, so like I said, thanks for coming by. We're gonna talk a little bit about the game and about Bassmaster and about some of the things that you can expect to come from us. And then we'll take a couple of the questions from the chat. So, but firstly, Darren, I was just wondering, for those that don't know, could you tell us a little bit about what Bassmaster is? Who are they?
Yeah, sure. So Bassmaster are basically a huge organisation over in the US. They are the keeper, if you like, of professional bass fishing organisation that are just over 50 years old. Do a lot of sort of community work, but best known really for their tournaments. So all the way from like a weekend tournament for local anglers, all the way through to the Classic, which is the Super Bowl of bass fishing, where the best anglers in the world are fishing for the ultimate prize and a lot of money as well. So a huge organisation based over in the US, the leading and oldest tournament organisation. So it's a really big thing to be working with them. That's
awesome. And those big tournaments such as the Classic and stuff like that, is that something that we can expect to take part in the game?
It is. Yeah, I'm sure Des can. I don't want to steal Des's thunder on this, but yeah, the ultimate aim of our game will be to become the digital Classic champion, if you like. So you'll go on a journey from that replicates the Bassmaster journey with the ultimate aim of winning the Classic.
That's awesome. And I saw some comments over the weekend, and I've been looking across the Discord and the social channels and stuff. And can we talk a little bit about what kind of fish is going to be in this game now? And I know it's called Bassmaster. Are we focusing just purely on bass fish, or are there going to be other types of fish?
Des, I'll let you take that one. I know it's bass are going to be the primary species, but we've got lots of backup species that you can talk more about.
Indeed, yes. There's lots of species in the game. Obviously, the three species that count in the real sort of bass tournaments are obviously the spotted, the largemouth, and the smallmouth bass. But going in are also white bass. We've got striped bass going in. We've got freshwater drum. We've got some new catfish coming in. So yeah, lots for people to get their hooks into.
Awesome. Nice fun.
Boom, boom. Yeah. First fun of the evening.
That's great. Cool. So obviously, Bassmaster, there's a lot of pro anglers that compete to win the Classic. Darren, can you tell us a little bit about these anglers, and are they going to be playable? Who's going to be in the game? That kind of stuff.
Yes, so obviously you see from the trailer we just showed there, we're working really closely with Scott Martin again, but we're going to have a feature in the game where you can play as some of the anglers. So I'll tease some of the names. Hopefully, to any of the bass fans, this will start making sense to them. So the likes of Scott, but then John Cruz, Cole Jochimson, Jeff Gustafsson, Scott Canterbury, Stetson Blaylock, Taku E2, Hank Cherry, the current classic champion, Skylar Hamilton, Buddy Gross, all these guys we're going to model and you're going to be able to play as in the game.
That's awesome. And they've obviously, they've got sponsors and stuff and they have their preferred equipment and whatnot. What kind of partners are going to be in the game? Are we going to be able to use, equipment that these pro anglers might use in real life and stuff like that?
Yeah, so all of our titles obviously have been licensed. That's a really big deal for us. So this game is I think it's going to feature over 30 partners basically, and you can expect some really big partners in there as well. So the likes of Basscat Boats, who we've worked with before, but Mercury are going to be in there. Some new partners for anyone that's played our previous games as well. You're going to start seeing people like Favourite and Cashew Rods, people like that. More details I know are going to follow, and you'll touch on that later, Tom. But there's going to be a lot of equipment from a lot of partners to get stuck into.
Okay, cool. And the new game, what kind of venue? Are we on some new venues for this game? Where are we going to be fishing? Where are we getting the boats out?
All of this is going to be, we're going to build on this as we go along. But key to working with Bassmaster is to feature known tournament venues as well. So you can expect to see the likes of the St. John's River, Lake Chickamauga. The classic this year is held on Lake Ray Roberts, so of course we need to do Lake Ray Roberts for the game, so you'll be able to fish Lake Ray Roberts as well. And one that's got more of a story to it as well, you're going to be able to fish the Sabine River, where the elite event starts on Thursday this week.
And is there anything special that you want to tell people about the?
There is, yes. I was waiting to see if you're going to smoothly lead me into this. So yes, really pleased to announce as well that we are going to be the title sponsor of the Sabine River event as well. So the Dovetail Games Bassmaster Fishing 2022 is the title sponsor of the elite event on the Sabine River this week. So really excited about that. Shame that obviously with everything that's going on in the world still that we can't actually be there, but
we'd love to be out there.
Yeah, but we'll have a presence there anyway, and I'm really excited to see if one of the guys we're working closely with can win the trophy that's got our name on it, so to speak.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd definitely recommend for anyone that hasn't watched any of the live coverage of the Bassmaster events to load up bassmaster.com and watch some of the live coverage, because it really is interesting and insightful to see them in action on the water. You've got the cameramen on the boats with the anglers. They're talking, giving you the sort of live commentary as they're going around the venues, scouting out the fish and sort of keeping the viewers informed on what they're doing and the tactics they're using. So it's amazing to watch. I need to do this evening. Actually, I need to go in and pick my Bass fantasy team for the event this weekend, because we've got a little bit of a competition going in the office.
Awesome. Well, that's really exciting, and it's good to hear that there's going to be some new venues, and the players are going to be able to get out into some places where they might not be able to fish in real life. Des, I don't know if you might want to talk just a little bit about what exciting things we might be able to expect in terms of, is there any stuff coming with multiplayer, for example?
There's going to be lots of exciting things I'm going to be talking to you guys about over the coming few months. Multiplayer is one of those. We have big plans for multiplayer. And yes, I'm hoping that some of you are going to get involved in that and join me in some testing later on in the year.
Awesome, yeah, and I know that that has been sort of at the forefront of a lot of what we've been doing, trying to take some of the feedback coming from the community, and that's why it's really important for us to be able to work with you going forwards, like Des is saying, with stuff like multiplayer and whatnot, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Now, I don't know which one of you want to take this one, but are we expecting any improvements with the characters in game?
Well, I think Des can elaborate on it, but the fact that you're going to be able to play as a pro tells you the answer is yes. But I'm sure Des again can go into more sort of technical detail on it. But the short answer is yes.
Yeah, there's going to be lots more characters to pick from. Obviously, as Darren mentioned, some of the pros will be playable, but there'll be other head models and hairstyles and outfits, and a lot more customization than for you to get involved in and have fun with. And obviously with the new multiplayer, a chance for you to be able to show that off as well. The new multiplayer will be on dedicated servers, so it's it's a fair level playing ground for everybody involved, and there's going to be some real fun competitive tournaments coming up. I'm really looking forward to getting involved with everybody and finding out who's the best and starting the banter.
And is this game going to have a career mode?
This game will have a career mode. Yes, that is correct. As Darren said, it's going to take you up through the through the levels of the Bass organisation in the tiers. Obviously, they start off down in the sort of grassroots high school and sort of college stuff. So we're going to be sort of mirroring that experience, and obviously with the grand finale of the Super Bowl of Fishing, the Bassmaster Classic.
Awesome. So I know that we've been talking a little bit about players being able to test and get involved. So Des, you might want to spill the beans here, but am I right in saying that we're going to be having a beta for this game? Beta?
There will be a beta. Yes, that is correct. I haven't got an exact date for you yet, but obviously as soon as I can announce one, I will do, or Tom will do. Yes, we will be going into beta in the summer, and there will be a closed beta and an open beta period. So if you're interested in getting involved, getting your hands on the software early, if you're going to get on the Discord and give us lots of good feedback, then we're more than happy to have you come along and join us for the fun.
That's really exciting. I'm looking forward to getting into the beta. God knows I need the practice.
No more streams of you, Tom, trying to catch fish. Thank you.
Great. Anyway, so what I did want to talk a little bit about is you'll see over on Dovetail Live, we now have our we have Bassmasters live there, so you can see a little bit more about the game. We have a community roadmap. I'm going to paste that in the chat there, so feel free to click on that and take a look. But the community roadmap is basically the kind of content that you can expect from us going forwards over the rest of the coming months. And we're going to be covering things like the pro anglers in game and their equipment. We'll be covering specifically things about the Bassmaster Classic, the game modes, the gameplay. Then we'll have our open beta, and then shortly after that, we're going to have our release as well. And each one of these beats will include behind the scenes. We're going to have streams, updates on our social channels. So make sure you're following us across all of that if you want to stay up to date with everything Bassmaster. So, when is the game coming out? Darren, can you give a date, a time? What are we thinking?
So it's going to be the fall of this year. So you're sort of looking, after the summer, sort of into autumn, full time. So a little while yet. Lots of work going on. Lots of, Des has got some great plans, and I know this is going to feed into the roadmap. The beta program is going to help, obviously, to make sure we get everything spot on. So it's not going to be for a little while yet. We wanted to announce it as soon as possible to let everyone know what we're up to, but you're going to have to be a little bit more patient until it's actually available. Yeah,
and like I said, with the roadmap that we've got in place and everybody can sort of see what they can expect between now and release, it does mean that, players will be able to see exactly what this game is. And like I said, when it comes to the beta, you'll be able to get involved and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what needs, what do you want adjusting and stuff like that. So we have got a couple questions here that I've sort of been picking out from the chat. And one of them was asking, when can we see this game? So I assume we mean about gameplay. And again, like I say, with the community roadmap, each month we're going to have gameplay that will accurately represent what we're doing at the time. So, for example, next month we're going to be talking about our anglers in game and their equipment. So you can expect to see some stuff around that from in game. Another question here for Des. The fish AI and lake updates or any mechanics, is there anything going on in terms of how the fish react underwater and that kind of stuff? Can you... Again, I know that you're still working and the team's working hard. So
Indeed. There's big changes to all the gameplay basically. So finding the fish, where the fish are located at different times of day, at different water temperatures. We have a new feature that is going in where so we have the game will have a hidden underneath the lake on the bottom of the lake will be some brush piles and points of interest that the fish use to hide and sort of obviously feed around and ambush around. Now those will become points of interest for the fish, and basically there's this kind of network that exists below the surface of the water that through play and using the save marker point on the map feature, you're going to be able to save these locations for future sessions and learning the best times to come and visit those. So discovering where the fish are at different times throughout different times of day and at different temperatures is going to be huge, and then actually trying to get them to bite as well, and not getting snagged up. So there's lots and lots of gameplay for me to talk to you about over the coming months, and loads of it for you to get involved in and give me your feedback on during this beta testing as well. So yeah, I'm super excited. So much to cover.
That sounds super exciting. There's a lot there. I know that the team have been working on sort of bring to the new game so that players can get stuck into these new mechanics and whatnot. So that's going to be really exciting. Des, the new game, we can see that it is going to be available on next-gen consoles. Is the game, have we got an engine upgrade? Is that what's making that possible?
There is an engine upgrade, yes. UE 426 is the version of the Unreal Engine we're on now, and that gives us the tools that we need in order to be able to maximize the next generation obviously of consoles, and give us the most amount of optimizations on the current gen as well. So we are looking and focusing a lot on the next gen, but we're certainly not leaving the current gen behind.
That's good to hear. And finally,
Tom, sorry, just before we go any further, just be careful what you ask Des, because I can see the hashtag blame Des coming out here soon when he spills the beans far too early. So think before you ask him too much, okay?
I've got one more question here, and it's just some of the players in the community, they obviously want to know, what is our plan for after launch? Is there going to be support? And I think I can safely say here that there's been a lot of conversation amongst the team about what we're doing after the game comes out. Obviously that is a way off, so we won't be going into the specifics about it exactly, but it's something that the team is definitely thinking about, we're planning and we're prepping for, so you don't need to worry about that. Cool, but that is a couple of the extra questions there. So I just want to say thank you so much for Des and Darren for joining me tonight on the announce stream, and thank you for you guys in the chat for coming by with questions. We're really excited to obviously deep dive into this every month with our topics and whatnot, and we'll be going a lot more into game modes, gameplay, multiplayer, all of that kind of stuff later down the line. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by, guys. We will close out after Des and Darren say goodbye with the trailer, and then we'll go to our outro.
Cool. Yeah, like Tom says, thanks to everyone. Thanks for sticking with us, and yeah, super excited. Lots to be talking about from now on, basically, and looking forward to sharing lots more news with you in the future.
Yes, indeed. Super happy that the news is finally out and we can talk about it. So yeah, there'll be lots more coming. Tom's got a whole load of work lined up for me, behind the scenes stuff and all sorts. So we're going to try and get you involved as much as possible with all the good stuff going on. Yeah, in everybody's obviously everyone's working from home and not in the office, but we're still cracking on. So yeah, got a great game coming for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming by the stream. And again, if you're not following us on social or over on Dovetail Live, then definitely check it out where all of the latest info will be coming.
Thanks,
Take
Tom.
care, all.
Thanks, Des. Cheers everyone.
Tom. Cheers, Darren. Bye.
Bye.
I love tournament fishing because of the thrill of catching big bass. Even after all that I've accomplished over the last 20 years, being a Bassmaster elite angler means so much to me. The whole goal is to win the Bassmaster Classic and finish my family's legacy. Winning the Bassmaster Classic is the pinnacle in our sport. Everyone dreams about it. but very few have the opportunity to actually win it.
Yeah!
I'm so excited about this game, fully endorsed by Bassmaster, and a game that I helped design that allows you to win the Classic. I know I can win, but do you have what it takes? Bassmaster 2022, coming soon.
Rated E for everyone.